and see what's going on online. It is another snowy Saturday afternoon here in NYC, and we are on lockdown again with this snowy weather. I don't know how it's going out, or how's the weather out in you guys' area, but it is another snowy day here in New York City. So we got a lot of things going on. We are checking out Facebook Live today. We figured we'd come on, do a little chatting, see who's online, showcase some of the new features that we're working with, and put some good information out there, and hopefully go over some things with some guys. There's the breeding season is, I must say, the breeding season is going real slow with this cold weather. Some babies have been lost, eggs cold, birds just acting real funny this spring. They're acting real funny. So hopefully we'll get a good spring and get a lot of birds bred up and get a nice stock out. We took our tipplers. You know, we fly tipplers here at the 6-star loft, high flying tippler loft, and we had a really good fall with flying our tipplers, and we paired them up, and pretty much they started breeding young tipplets. A lot of young. They all were 2018 birds, and they flew great. When it came to the breeding, they were scattered. They were scattered. All inexperienced birds. They're all 2018 birds. Their first round of eggs, oh my goodness, they scattered those eggs. They fought, they trampled, they did everything except breed. So our first round with the tipplers, it was terrible. The birds they just were so inexperienced, and you could just see the cocks, they just couldn't get it together. They had their boxes and everything. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do some individual cages with them. I'm going to order that systems from Jeds, and I'm going to put the tipplers in there, and I'm going to see if I can get them just to breed out of individual cages, because the first round was a disaster. It was a disaster with all these new birds and young cocks, young hens. So that's what we plan on doing, getting our birds bred up and seeing if we can get these things going. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Martin, how you doing, man? What's going on? We here. We talking some bird talk. We're gonna be answering some questions. We're gonna be putting out some information. We just pretty much talking real social today here at the academy. Uh, the breeding season, you know, we going up. We were just talking about the breeding season with the Tipplers. The homers, whole nother story. The homers are breeding slowly but surely. They're breeding very slowly but surely. The first round, we got a couple of birds out of the homers first rounders, and we're just waiting. We're just waiting for them to finish their first round so we can move on to the second round. So then we can start our second round of birds. But it's been the cold weather has really stifled the breeding. So that's what we're here. We're here talking about that today. We want to be talking about some things. Hey, Martin, man, what's going on? Where are you with your 80-20? Where are you with your 80-20, man? Give me some feedback on that. Where are you with the 80-20 rule? Give me a comment, Martin. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on, because, you know, last year, just to bring the viewers up to par on what we were talking about. Last year, I put a video out, and what I was talking about was the 80-20 rule. Now, in the 80-20 rule, what I was saying was 80% of the birds, out of 100 birds, 80% of your flying birds were going to be mediocre. They were going to be mediocre. You would chase them up. They would go up. They would come down. They would land on this part of the roof. Some of them would bunk off. They fly a little bit, and they would come back down. But in the stock, you know, if you got 100 bird stock, you will see that there's always that group that will break off from the stock, and those birds fly fantastic. Those birds are the ones that fly really well. So here's what Martin had to say. He said, well, breeding about 80 birds out of 160 birds. Not bad. That's really nice, Martin. That's really good. Those were all your 20% birds, or did you mix some of those 80% birds in and trying to give them another chance? How was that going along? Because that's not bad. 80 birds out of 160, that's not bad at all. That's not bad. You got a lot of birds out there, man. You got a lot of birds. 160 birds. That's a lot of birds. That's 100. That's a lot of birds. 160. I have yet to see those type of numbers myself, you know. So listen, we're here. Those of you that are coming on, we are here at the Pigeon Academy Show. We're just kicking it around, talking a little bit of bird talk. For those of you that are coming on and have questions, feel free to ask questions. We'll put them up. We'll post them up here on the board, and we'll see if you have any questions, and I'll definitely try to answer them. Again, the question I got for you guys is, how is your 80-20 going? Those of you that know about the 80-20, how is that going for you? Or the birds breeding up? Because let me tell you, I took my birds, and again, my first round, it was a disaster because they were young birds, and they were very inexperienced. But I'm really looking for them to come forward and breed that second round. And I really expect some really good birds come that second round. And I expect those birds to, when I do breed them, to stick them and to have some really good flying birds. In my area, there's, in a 10-mile radius in my area, there's about 8 stocks, 50 birds and better. Tippler stocks, flights. My neighbor, several doors down, he's got a good 100-bird flight stock. He's definitely flying on the 80-20. He's got birds that are flying, and he's got birds that are not flying. So there's couple of guys out here, over here by Westchester Square. There's some really good Tippler guys there. So we're looking to bang with those guys, you know. We're looking to really bang with those guys. So let's see what Martin says in his comment here. Let's read Martin's comment here. And Martin says, I play with 3 breeds. My booties. Okay. My baldies and rollers. Oh, there we go. So Martin, you rocking out with the booties. Martin says he's rocking out with the booties, the baldies, and the rollers. Oh, that's some good birds right there. Those are some good birds. I had some of those baldies in the fall, and I lost all my baldies. You know what happened to them? The hawk got them. The hawk came through. The falcon came through. I was using the baldies as droppers, and the falcon took 9 out of 10 of those birds. 9 out of 10. I was using them as droppers. So we're getting hit hard here in New York, right here in the Bronx. We're getting hit hard. They're taking a lot of birds. A lot of guys not even flying their birds because the falcons is just coming through and they're smashing them up. They're smashing them up. You can't even fly the birds. In the fall, my Tipplers were flying here, and the falcons were here, and they stayed above them. But after a while, the falcon got hip. He got on top of them, and he was just chasing them. He was just chasing them down. And I could imagine what's going on all throughout the country. I see there, I think it's in Australia, they got a petition going around. They're actually trying to sue the breeders, the people that have been putting up these falcon nest boxes out in Europe, out in Australia, I believe it is, in Sydney. I believe they're trying to sue them for damaging their pigeons. So as you know, there's a lot of things going on with these falcons and these red tails and these birds of prey. They're coming through and they're just eating up these birds. They're eating these birds up. Training season come through, they're smashing stocks. Guys are losing a lot of birds. It's a lot of problems. They have overbred. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to put up Antonio Perez's comment. This is what Antonio said about the hawks in his area. Yes, to many hawks out there in Long Island. I get hit hard out here. Yeah, one of my partners out there, he's out in, where's he's at? He's out, I believe, in, I think, is it Elmont? And, man, he gets hit hard every spring. Every spring he gets hit hard. So that's from Antonio Perez out in Long Island. So what's up, man? Shout out to Antonio Perez. Thank you for the comment, Antonio. And let me tell you, I don't know what to do about these hawks. I don't want to do nothing illegal. I don't want to do anything to hurt the falcons and all these birds. But listen, we're even seeing bald eagles now in the Bronx. I mean, really? Bald eagles in the Bronx? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So we're going to get back when Martin has just sent a comment in, and let's see what Martin says about what he's talking about with his 80-20. The 80-20 rule is what I did. I didn't need roof sitters. A better birds is more important than having 500 junk birds. And that's right, brother. That's right. I'm going to say this. As being a host of the Pigeon Academy Show and a fellow fancier and a pigeon brother, one of the things that I'm doing here at my platform is I'm sharing my information, but trust me, I'm receiving a lot of information. A lot of top fanciers are very interested in just basic conversation with me. Just call me up and be like, they'll introduce themselves and they'll just be kicking it to me about feeding, training, healthcare programs, and they want to share their information. They're like, yo, man, I see you about your business with the birds, and they always want to share their information with me. There's a lot of guys that want to come and freely give information, but it's hard to get. You know, we working class men. It's hard to get out there and get to all these guys. This year, we're going to be getting out a little bit more. We're going to be going to a couple of shows this year. You're going to see the Pigeon Academy come to Connecticut. We're going to do the MPA show, and we're going to be getting out, and we're going to be traveling a little bit more. So you're going to be seeing us in a lot of these zones. You're going to be seeing us. We're going to be coming to these different platforms. We got this is a new platform for the Academy. We're going to be going live and just kicking it, just talking about birds. You got some questions, we could come on live and we could just talk about, you know, you can ask your questions and we'll try to answer them. If I can't answer them, somebody in the comments, if somebody give a good answer in the comments, I'm gonna put your comment up. This is our new platform here at the Pigeon Academy Show. And you know I'm your host, Rodney G. But listen, I gotta throw in a little something for my man and them and for their platform. Jed's got some really good products. This is some good products that Jed's has on their website. This is the Elite Pigeon Health Program. Let me tell you, this is a full program. You guys need to go to Jed's, check out this program. This is a full program. I'm talking aminos, probiotics, dewormers. You want to know what your pigeons need, you need to check out this product right here. This product right here will show you exactly what you need for your birds. This is no joke. You want to get the best for your birds all the time. And who has this? This is coming from Jets. This is coming from Jets. So this is that's a great product. That is the Elite Health Program. You can't go wrong with it, guys. Check it out. You can go to jeds.com and it's right there. You know, right here at the Pigeon Academy Show, you know we fly those Tippler pigeons. These are the pigeons that we fly here at the 6-star loft, high-flying Tippler loft, and we're doing our thing out here at the Pigeon Academy Show. We love those Tippler pigeons. Those are the pigeons that we fly. We got the Isabellas, and that's what we're rocking with out here. We're rocking with the Isabella Tipplers. So, again, we're doing our thing. Guys are coming on. Guys, welcome. This is the Pigeon Academy Show with your host, Rodney G. We got Antonio Perez. We got Martin Cooper Smith here. The guys are coming on as we speak. This is our new platform right here on the Pigeon Academy Show. We are here to bring our sport forward. We're here to impress. We're here to bring out some great information about our sport and our hobby. We are not going to be playing around. We're going to be bringing you guys all this information. And let me say this. You want to become a guest on this live show, all you got to do is hook up with me. All you got to do is hook up with me. All right? All you got to do is hook up. Be a live guest on our show. I'll send you a link, and you can come on, and it'll be a split screen. You want to talk about some issues. It could be breeding. Some of you guys I'm going to personally invite, and you guys are going to come onto the Pigeon Academy Show, and we're going to kick it just like that, right here, live. And you're going to be hearing from some of the top pigeon guys in the game, some of the top guys who handle flight pigeons, tipper pigeons, your roller pigeons. We're going to be getting some of the top Budapest guys right here on the Pigeon Academy Show. You're going to be able to ask them questions on what they're doing, breeding tips, flying tips, training tips. We're going to be bringing you all of this information. Every week, we're going to be airing a live show. Today, we just figured we come on and kick it a little bit and just have that little conversation with you today and just have some fun and just go and enjoy this new platform that we have here. Again, this is the new platform here at the Pigeon Academy Show. But we are definitely doing our thing. Another one of the questions that I'm asking today is, Yo, how's your guys' breeding season going? You know, what's going on? How you guys' breeding season going? Somebody give me some comments. How's it going in the breeding season? Martin has been kicking it with us ever since the show started. Appreciate that, Martin. So I want to hear from some of you other guys on how your breeding season going. This is not the channel to be shy. We're gonna put some pressure on you to talk. We're gonna put some pressure on you to ask some questions, because too many guys in our sport, they're too private. They're too private. No, I don't want to talk. This is a platform right here that I'm creating so that you could speak your mind, you could ask questions. No question is a stupid question. No question is a stupid question. Not at all. All you got to do is ask a question. Say, well, what about this? What about respiratory? Boom, you ask that question. What about Andino? You ask that question. Now, mind you, I ain't no veterinarian, man. A lot of you might ask healthcare questions like, if you call this channel and you say, yo, Rodney G, man, my bird is sick. You know what I'm going to tell you? I'm going to tell you right now, here's the standard answer. Go to the veterinarian. Go to the vet. Go see a veterinarian. Are we going to have veterinarians on this show? You better believe it. Professionals, licensed, trained professionals. Not some guy talking about, oh, I'm good with pigeons. No, we're going to get a veterinarian to come on to this show, and you're going to be able to ask questions, and he's going to answer you. You're going to be like saying this. He's going to tell you where his office is at. He's going to tell you how to get in contact with him. Some of these pigeon businesses, you'd be surprised what you could do. You could send your droppings to them, and they could test them. We're going to have all of these people on the show. We're going to have all these people come on to the Pigeon Academy show, where you're going to be able to say, hey, man, I know what it's in my droppings now. I know what the veterinarian said. The veterinarian going to be on the Pigeon Academy show on a regular. Why? Because what's some of our biggest issue? The health of our birds, man. The health of our birds is some of our biggest issues. And again, you want to become a guest on the show? Let me know. I'll send you a link. I'll set you up. We'll prep behind the scenes. You'll come on, and we'll kick it a little bit. Here's some of the guys I definitely want to bring on. I'm talking about your fancy guys, Carlos E. Reyes. That's right. Shout out to Carlos E. Reyes. I want to bring him on. Moose from Hayes. I believe I'm saying it right. Hayes Loft. This bird, let me tell you something. This is one of the top Budapest guys. I want to bring on the administration from FTS, Flying Tippler Society. I want those guys to come on, and I want them to tell you how you could join the FTS, become a member, and all the activities. I want them to come on and actually be talking to us. I don't want to go on the webpage. I want to talk. I want to talk. That's why they say, Rodney G, you talk too much, man. You just That's why they say that. They say, Rodney G, you talk too much, man. You just don't know how to shut up. I want those guys to come on, and I want them to kick it with us, man. You know you're watching the Pigeon Academy show. This is your host, Rodney G. We're going to always be kicking it with you. You're going to always be able to come on to our platform, the Pigeon Academy show. We're going to have all kind of healthcare tips on our show. We're going to be covering all manner of aspects of pigeons, tippler pigeons, the flight pigeons, roller pigeons. We're going to be covering all those things right here at the Pigeon Academy show. The roller pigeons, we're going to be covering that. We're going to be covering all kind of loft construction on this show. We're going to be covering all these different breeds of pigeons that you're going to be able to see right here on the Pigeon Academy show. I'm going to tell you, we're going to have so many subjects, it's going to make your head spin on what we're going to be able to do right here at the Pigeon Academy show. We're going to have, again, one of my guys, Ross Ricaro. We're going to have Ross Ricaro on this show. For those of you that's in the racing pigeon community. You know, we already had Crazy Tim from Arrowhead Loft. He was on the show just last week. Outstanding racer, Crazy Tim. This guy is a personality. This is a great guy. One of the things, we are looking for Simon Lynn, who bought the Shorebet pigeon from Victor Valenzuelas. We looking for Simon Lin. That's right. I'm looking for you, Simon Lin. Anybody know Simon Lin? Hit me up. I want to give him a call. He's over in Taiwan. Here's the story behind Simon Lin. Simon Lin bought one of the best breeding pigeons from Victor Valenzuela's. This pigeon was known as Surebet, Mr. Surebet. This pigeon bred a lot of winning pigeons. I want to know where this pigeon is. I want to know what his offspring is doing. I want to know what was the mindset of Simon Lin when he went and bought Surebet, and what's going on with the bird right now. These are the things that I want to know. These are the things that are clogged up in my crazy pigeon brain. These are the things that I be thinking about. And these are the things that I want to be kicking it on my show. And these are the things I want to bring to you for entertainment. You know, we go right here. Now, here go a very good question right here. Here's a very good question right here from Antonio Perez. Now, here's Antonio's question. How many times a year do you guys give your birds PMV? I gave my birds PMV before breeding and after breeding. Very good. Very good. That is what, Antonio, here's what I'm going to say to that. Now, hopefully somebody else will give in the comments and then we'll post their comments. That's what is recommended, that you give the birds PMV before and after the breeding season. Okay? Yo, E, I'm taping right now. You're going to have to go inside, okay? So I'll give me a couple of minutes. So that's what's recommended. Now, of course, you got to give the birds the PMV. The youngsters, you're supposed to, I'm talking about what's recommended, because a lot of guys don't mess with this medicine. A lot of guys don't mess with vaccination. It is the truth. They don't. Why are we having all these casualties during the racing season and during the training season? Because a lot of guys don't believe in vaccination. And these birds, some of these birds, they're carriers. They're carriers. Yeah. I'm doing it once. I do the vaccination before the breeding season, and then I vaccinate the birds after they are weaned. Right before they go into what I call my nursery, I vaccinate the youngsters and I let them go in the nursery and I let them settle. And since then, I've had no breakouts. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, Antonio. And so far, I've had no birds. But at the same time, when you are dealing with vaccinating birds, your prevention has to be on point. Your prevention got to be on point. It's got to be on point. You have to be able to vaccinate and then use your prevention. And what am I talking about? Your 4-in-1,